I really didn't add anything this week, but the game feels completely different. This was one of those weeks where on paper it looks like I barely got anything done. It was a bit of a lackluster week in terms of actual output, and I know this honestly, but visually it looks like way more happened than actually did. Most of the time was just spent messing around with art, testing things, placing stuff, moving it around, deleting it again, putting it back in again. Not very exciting work, but it needed to be done to really see the visual style was working. At the end of the week, I reworked the forest darkness system. It's more player driven instead of being tied to zones, and the torch scales properly depending on how deep into the forest you are, mimicking real light levels a little bit closer. It also only drains fuel when you're in the dark zone, so if you have the torch equipped in the light, it's not draining your fuel. Makes more sense. After that, I got stuck into ground tiles. I set up a proper auto-tiling system for grass, stone, dirt and pats. Something I'd been putting off for the longest time because I just couldn't get my head around it. So instead of placing everything manually, the tiles now sort themselves out depending on what's around them. It doesn't sound like much, but it means I can build the world way faster, and it looks much cleaner too. No more mistakes, and it eliminates human error. Then I moved on to the forest boundary, and this was a big one. Before this, the edges of the world felt very static and placed, like you could tell where the map just stopped. So instead of just using tiles, I made these dynamic boundary pieces. I just did a save as of the pine tree, took off all of its interaction logic, then I created a low shrub and a medium sized shrub, so I can use any of the three of these to create a more natural, organic boundary. It's much more manual, but now when you place them, it actually feels like it's a forest and not just a wall. And to be honest, I spent a good 2 days testing out all of that, getting the artwork and making sure that it looked spot on. And to be honest, I spent ages testing those out, moving things around, trying different densities, different shapes, trees in front, trees behind, blah 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 blah. And again, it's not very glamorous work, but it's what made the biggest difference this week. As part of this pass, naturally, I also set up some new farmland tiles with the auto-tiling. So now when you till the ground, the tiles blend properly depending on what's around it. If it's another farmland tile beside it, it auto-tiles and joins up to it and looks clean. When I first implemented it, there was this bug where when you tilled the soil, it would actually till a cross shape. And basically what was happening was when you tilled the ground, it was checking the adjacent tiles and it was actually drawing those tiles as well. So instead of just checking where there farmland tiles to connect to, it was actually just rendering those tiles into place, which isn't exactly what I wanted. Maybe further down the line with upgraded hoe, you might be able to till more tiles at a time, but for now, that's the way it's going to be. And also as part of this, I updated the worked soil visuals to match the new system. So it's clearer exactly what's been prepared and what hasn't. And that was pretty much it for this week. Nothing major, no big systems like it has been for the last couple of weeks, but the game is starting to feel like an actual place now and not just a bunch of systems strapped together. If you'd like to follow along with this journey, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next devlog. Thank you for watching.